Good morning. It is snowing out today, and we're here together enjoying this current moment. And I'm just having a quick look at the controls, and you can see me here. There we go. It's strange weather. Just so much sadness in California. It's just I can't bear to watch it. I just literally want to cry. I see people who have built their lives and now they have nowhere to live. Some of them are paying a mortgage on something that's not there. There's no house. I saw a couple today that through blood, sweat, and tears built this beautiful home, built a perfect life, and now they got this curveball, but at least they have each other. But they're like, we're never going to be able to afford a house. It's not going to happen. That has now been stripped from us. So, insurance, they're saying make claims, but how long is that going to take to process, right? It's pretty it's pretty intense. It's Crazyville. We do have football coming up though, and the world does move on unfortunately. Um, Here is two of my favorite athletes. Can you name who they are? I would be very impressed if you could. Great thing with Restream is you can play music in the background, which is so cool. Yesterday we had Maria on, which indirectly she was doing her Spaces show, and through a little bit of trickery with technology, we were able to have her on my show simultaneously on seven networks. It was very weird and wild and fun, all at the same time. NFL's coming around the corner. They'll be coming around the mountain when she comes, right? Let's have a look at X this morning, and we'll look at the messages and the notifications. I'll look at the messages. You don't need to see my messages, but not that I'm being crazy private or anything. Let's look here. So all you got to do is you go to your screen. I can share that with you guys. Here you go. Here's the thing. If you go landscape, you're able to see everything, right? This way you don't. You don't. Now, what's weird is I'm looking here. Yeah, it's streaming. It's streaming on. I'm just double checking here. We're streaming on Rumble. We're on TikTok as well. And TikTok is always interesting. Thank you to all the people on TikTok. I see you there. I am aware of you. Um, TikTok is endlessly new people who have never seen my content, ever. So, in some ways, that is awesome. What's weird is the LinkedIn is not linked up. Let me see here. I don't think I can do that midstream. It says offline. Yeah. I don't think it'll start up. No, I don't think you can do it midstream. You have to start it at the beginning. Okay. Maybe next show. Maybe next show. That's okay. And Facebook looks fine. Twitch looks fine. X looks fine. They all look good. I haven't done an Instagram one in a while. Instagram frustrates me. It's too complicated. It hunting. Hello, sir. I see you there. I'm not ignoring anybody. So let's have a quick look here. We are looking at the notifications. Just one second here. Can that be moved? It can. Oh, I like that. I can move that right here. All right. And we'll just get that out of the way. All right. Yeah. It kind of works. Trying to make everything fit here. All right. I almost need 3 screens. That's crazy. Encourage people to like, share, hit the like button. Yeah, smash that like button. That's what they always say. Robert, good morning, sir. Okay, now I can kind of see. This is good. I can kind of see what's going on in the other. Kind of see. All right, this is good. There's got to be an easier way of doing this, though. I think that's as good as I'm going to get it, unfortunately. All right. Good morning, Danny. You can kind of see it there. Let's see. Can we make it bigger like this? Let's try this. Yes. I think that's the best scenario for me. Okay. So we have love lives beyond this planet. That was one of the tweets that I did. Jimmy Star, thank you. I love Jimmy Star. I would love to go on a show. I don't think I have the star power to be on a show yet. As I said, yet. Someday. Coffee with Joe. Good morning, Coffee with Joe. Oh, there's a really strange picture. I met him. That's Jimmy Page. I met him, believe it or not. I spent kind of an afternoon with him. I drove him up and down in the elevator. Martin. Good morning, Martin. I see you there. Okay, I think that's as good as I'm going to get it so I can see everything. What else do we have? We have Rumi. Rumi liked a post. This is awesome. 13 hours ago. Okay. What is this here? Michael Bathurst, thank you for sharing the portion of our frenemies space conversation. Tune in. Oh, very good. And that, of course, is Maria. We were just talking about her. We're talking about you, Maria. I almost don't need that light. Nonsense. One of the best, well, good human being, first off. The little I know of him, but he energetically is a good guy. And his knowledge in football is insanely good. Christy, thank you. I appreciate you being here as well. Who else do we have here? Oh, Jeffrey. I love Jeffrey. I've known Jeffrey for 12 years, maybe 12, 15 years, somewhere in that range. He loves his dogs. He's a good guy. He really is a good guy. Let's go back to notifications, and you can see that. Who else do we have here? We have Netta. Hi, Netta. Now, if you have a verified account, you have access to Grok, and you also have access to here. Let's see if we can do it from here. I don't think we can, but I can try. So you go to Premium, you go to X Pro, and it's not going to go to X Pro. So what I have to do, which is odd, but at least I showed you how to do it. Stop sharing and start caring. No. X Pro. Here we go. All right, now you see it. See if we can get both of us in here. Yep. Okay. So you can see me. Not that that's important. Some people it is. All right. See if I can move this over so I can see better for myself. Go like this. Yeah, that just makes it easier for me. All right, so we have Jace Jacobs. Great guy. I think I can move this over. So, yeah, there. That's about as good as I'm going to get it. We have Diana. We have Barbara. We have Bridget. Thank you. This is from yesterday. We have Jim. Thank you, Jim. You glow differently when you are confident. Being confident, it's not easy for a lot of people. Confidence is fuel. Confidence is belief in yourself, right? Confidence is validation. Love that word. We all need to validate each other. And then yet we also don't need validation. It's very complicated. We need to kind of be self-reliant and be okay with people saying things about us. That's all right. We waste so much energy worrying about what someone might say or do or gossiping. Who cares? Who cares? They're going to do what they do. You can't stop it. It's like trying to stop the tide from coming in. It's not going to happen. The tide will continue to come in. It just will. So if you don't like the way people are treating you, you have options. You can move on, right? You can go in a different direction. A lot of people, that's hard because they are based in control. They would rather try to control what that person's saying or feeling or doing. Oh my God, good luck. Especially if the person is not balanced. And especially if you're not balanced. You've got two unbalanced people hoping to change each other. That's not going to happen. Holy crap, that look at the action on this post. This is insane. Look at that. That is crazy. So we got Nino. We got Brooklyn. We got Hope. Love that name. Dev. Yeah. Josh. Good old Josh. Mark of the Beast. God, I love that. That's funny. Justin. Good guy. And Beth. All wonderful, stellar people worth following. We've got Rich Roberts. He had his morning coffee. Rumi. Again. And I think we're back to yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for all the notifications this morning. We really do appreciate the support and kindness. We're going to play a Suno rendition. And I need to go into... do I have to go to... Here we go. I got it. Took me a second here. I had to think. Thinking's not easy in the morning. Today's shows. Here we go. We got a little folder. I love this. We are going to showcase Udio today. I found this. Can't upload. Please try again. What? Please try. But it was uploaded. That was weird. That was weird. What was that about? That was almost like a little bit of censorship there. Interesting. Here's an old video. Enjoy this. I love this statue. It's in Mount Pleasant Graveyard. It's amazing. Look at the detail on that. That is just magnificent. Every time Tia sees it, she's not sure if it's real or not. She kind of looks at it and she's like, is that guy alive? Like, what's the deal here? And I love that they have the little lights on, right? I hope the light is on inside you today, that you feel light and love. That's a cool video. I don't remember making it, but I clearly did. Interesting. I like stuff like that. You go down memory lane and you're like, what possessed me to record that? Ignite the fire within. Udio. Here we go.
Inside your imagination, the excitement's bright, awakening the world within, shining light. Richness dances pretty in your mind's eye. Dreams fuel your success, so let them fly. Strike the match inside, ignite the fire. Passion keeps you moving, takes you higher. Dream on, dream on. Let your imagination soar. Dream on, dream on. Find what you're longing for. Deep in your core, the world comes alive. Feel the thrill and let your spirit thrive. Visions racing through your thoughts like a stream. Every dream you hold, part of life's scheme. Keep that fire burning, never let it fade. In your heart the strength to mend and invade. Dream on, dream on. Let your imagination soar. Dream on, dream on. Find what you're longing for. Inside's the greatest power, and it shines. Embrace the passion, no confines. Take the risk, step out from the shell. For in your heart the dream forever dwell. Dream on, dream on. Let your imagination soar. Dream on, dream on. Find what you're longing for.
I left the light on for you guys. I hope you use it. I left it on for you today. So if you need a little extra light, it's there for you. I can't get my mind off this fire stuff in California. I'm not a person that jumps into stuff like that. I just don't. But it just, to me, seems insane that it won't stop. And I keep hoping and praying that there's not some evil involved with it. You know, it's just... Is it a cycle? Then I can live with it. If it's nature being angry, I'm okay with it. Is it someone meddling and intensifying the fires, right? Which they can do through lasers and all kinds of technology that are far beyond my little brain. But we've seen enough. You have enough power. Thank you, glory, God, evil, dark forces. Please stop. Just give it a rest. You've shown your hand of force. Time to step away, please. Have a little mercy. All right. It's one of those things I don't think we'll ever know, guys. It reminds me a little bit of the feeling I had with 9/11. I was always like, nice streaming guy. I actually love this game, and I really wish we could play it together. Add me up on your Discord. Oh, thank you. Very nice. Here, I'll put you up here. Show. Thank you. I try to be a nice guy. I hope that you're a nice guy, too. It's important to be kind to one another in this world, right? To that friend who never treated me as competition and is always happy for my success. Thank you, and I love you. That is a rare thing. If you have someone who supports you when you're successful and is happy, they were talking about that yesterday, the frenemy thing. You have people who are fine if you're doing as well as they are, but if you're going to the next level, they're not too happy. That's not a real friend. That's a fair weather friend. That's someone who is on some level in competition with you. Speaking of competitions, this one is pretty grand. A lot going on in his head. The NFL playoffs are here. Him and Lamar are happily fighting it out, as well as the greatest quarterback I think who's ever lived. Sorry, Patrick Mahomes. And if he does this three-peat, it's going to be pretty etched. into history. I'm sorry. No one has ever done that. I can respect any person who can put their ego aside and say, I made a mistake, I apologize, and I'm correcting the behavior. And I'm correcting the situation, right? These are all easily said, hard to do. Okay, so we have here moving forward. This is something I made this morning, but I made the original 7 months ago. One of the very first things I wrote. Enjoy.
I see a world where peace is the name, where love and respect take center stage. Ooh, yeah. No more division, just unity. Together we thrive, embracing diversity. Let's break the chains of negativity and unleash the power of positivity. Ooh yeah, no more hatred, no more despair. We'll build a future where we all can share. We're moving forward, hand in hand, creating a world that we understand. We understand. Together we rise, together we grow. Together we grow. Shout MGB, the seeds we sow. Ooh, yeah. Let's break the chains of negativity and unleash the power of positivity. Ooh yeah, no more hatred, no more despair. We'll build a future where we all can share. We're moving forward, hand in hand, creating a world that we understand. We understand. Together we rise, together we grow. Together we grow. Shout MGB, the seeds we sow.
Good morning, TikTok. I see you there. Thank you. That was a strange ending. I like it though. It's good. It's good. 57 eyeballs. Thank you. Hi, Joe. I see you there. TikTok, thank you. I hope you're enjoying this. I do know you're there. So it's not just some prefab program. I'm very aware of you being here. And thank you for the people watching it at night, all the music I'm making. I'm going to start making meditation shows at night where you can sleep to the music. I'm almost there. It's kind of painful making just instrumentals, I have to admit. I have such a love for lyrics, telling stories, that kind of thing. Like the song that we had there. It It makes me sad and brings me a lot of joy at the same time, just knowing how far this has come and how much work has been involved in being able to make the music. Um, I think people are less threatened by the music than they were before. I think they're adjusting, and that's okay. I think musicians are learning how to use the technology instead of being threatened by it. Udio is another format that I use that I'm not very good at yet, but I'm trying. They make wonderful, wonderful, like state of the art instrumentals. Here's one here called Shadows of Desire. Hope you like it. The sun is coming up, and it sounded like it faded out, which is great. I like that very much. Very, very nice. We could change the background. And we got Frank Sinatra here with us now. Good old Frankie. Love Frankie. Let's see if we can make Frankie bigger. Yeah, that's not going to help. That'll help, though. The big life lesson, or the big lesson in life, if you like that baby, is never be scared of anyone or anything. Wow. That's quite the statement. I can see why I posted that. I think that's easily said, hard-lived, right? I don't think the average person has no fear. I think a little bit of fear is good. You know, little things are important to maybe be a little bit afraid of. Not to the point where it's consuming you and you don't know where to go. I'm playing today Udio stuff and stuff that I wrote at the beginning of my journey. And my journey started about 7 months ago. The original renderings were pretty bad, but I knew they would get better. I never knew they would get to this level so quickly. I thought it might take a couple of years. I have no idea where they're going to go in a year. I don't know if they can get that much better. A lot of them sound real now. Shaken in the Moonlight, this is a remaster. Enjoy.
Underneath
I like that one a lot. Reminds me of Big Sugar and a lot of the stuff I listened to when I first started listening to blues. It's really good. Um, I remastered it through Sooner. Sooner? What is Sooner? Sooner or later? No, it's Suno. Uh, it's good. It's good. There's something about V4 that is almost too perfect. And I've said this before, but it's really good. So what I do is I'll take my old renditions, remaster them, keep them. I like that one. And then I'll do a version of the song through V4. And it doesn't sound remotely the same at all. Where one of my complaints about Udio is everything sounds the same. Unless you go into a totally different type of music. But even then, I might know. I might be able to hear it in it. So the Texans and the Chiefs are going to play. Nobody believes that the Texans are going to win. That would be a monstrous upset. Huge. The Chiefs might be a little rusty because they've been off, but they're also going to be healed. And having that extra time to heal, you can also go crazy in your head with all the what ifs. But they've been here before, and this is the first step of many that they have to take to get where they want to go. So it's very exciting. Patrick Mahomes is an incredible quarterback. We all know that. But he is hands down one of the best quarterbacks for being able to get the job done. He is great. He's the clinch master, right? He is the guy that will find a way. You can be 2 scores ahead, and there can be 5 minutes left in the game. And there's a good chance you're going to lose because they'll find a way. They just do. And him and Travis have always been really connected in the big moments. And it's almost like he goes into a different part of his brain, Patrick Mahomes. And he does some strange stuff with his hands. He does this thing where he does his fingers. And it's almost like he's calculating. It's weird. There's been footage of it, but he's in the zone. I felt kind of upset for Sam Darnold, but he had a great season, right? Baker Mayfield was wonderful. It all came down to one mistake, but that's the thing with the Commanders and good teams. You can't make mistakes. They'll capitalize on your mistakes, and that's what happened. They basically lost their way. I think we'll see Travis at a different level. He'll be in the zone. I was so amazed by Baker Mayfield, how people 3 times his size were popping off of him because he was hitting them at such a level. It was unbelievable. So, what is the score going to be? I don't know. Is it going to be a defensive battle? I highly doubt it. Will it come down to a field goal? It might, which is frustrating. But I think a lot of these games are going to come down to 3 points, or it's going to be a blowout, which is the two, like in the Steelers game, right? That became a blowout. And even the score didn't register to the same level of what was going on, right? It felt far worse than it was. I really, really like CJ Stroud. I could not believe how well he played. And I felt this year that he's been okay, not great. Micah, where's Micah going to end up? Where's the Cowboys going to end up? Who's going to be the coach, right? Now that Mike McCarthy is gone, where's he going to go? So a lot of questions, no answers. People are making assumptions, right? Will we see Aaron Rodgers back in New York? Maybe. He's not a bad quarterback. He really isn't. If you look at his numbers this year, he's kind of like a mid-tier quarterback at 40 years old. How can you fault a guy when he's a mid-tier quarterback at 40? It's crazy. You know, it's almost like expecting Joe Flacco to be a first-rate quarterback. He has moments, right? We're also expecting, I think, too much from Russell Wilson. There's a guy that loves the football, right? He loves the game. He loves all of the things that come into it. He has more money than he'll need for the next 10 lives. He's not doing it for money. He loves being around the guys and football and strategizing and making the big plays. And he still can do it. He's got the arm. What do they call that? The moon? The moon bomb or something? The moon something. Good morning. Be right back. Thank you for being here. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, X. Thank you, YouTube. We appreciate you and all that you do each and every day here on the Shout MTV Network.
I would love to the world to be more about community. So many souls worship money and power. I choose to live for life experiences. When we build things that benefit society, we start to heal this weary and broken world. Each step we take should lift up another. Turn strangers to sisters and brothers, breaking chains of greed. Let's find unity in the rhythm of our hearts. True community, dreams of change. We gotta start somewhere. I think about your sweet love. I remember the light that shines from your eyes. Time is just a man-made measurement. Don't get lost in this matrix. Believe in this magic moment unfolding in your favor. Let's rise above the chaos, together pave the path, where every single person has a chance to laugh. Through trials and tribulations, we stand tall, overcoming struggles, breaking every wall. Don't get lost in this matrix. Believe in this magic moment unfolding in your favor. Let's rise above the chaos, together pave the path, where every single person has a chance to laugh. Through trials and tribulations, we stand tall, overcoming struggles, breaking every wall. In your embrace, I find the light, a beacon in the dark. Everything feels right. Time may pass, but love remains strong. In every heartbeat, it's where we belong. So let's dance to the beat of every heartbeat. In unity, find solace, make the world complete. So let's dance to the beat of every heartbeat. In unity, find solace, make the world complete.
Oh, I like that one. I like that one a lot. It's so good. It's so good. I like the lyrics. I like the music. It's just great. And the renderings are getting better all the time. Thank you. We have to try to shine light through this craziness, guys. It's not easy. I love this. Can you read that? I'd rather be all by myself, barefoot, with the wild hair, talking to the moon, than just be parts of me that fit in with how people expect me to be. Oh my God. Yo. It always sounds like a child wrote it, doesn't it? Here you go. Here's another one. Just follow your heart, believe, and you'll never get lost. And you have to kind of tune into that reservoir of joy, especially in these times when everything seems so uncertain. 2025 has already been absolutely crazy. And we're not seeing everything, right? We don't even talk about the Ukraine anymore. What happened there? Do we just put that on a shelf? I don't get it. That kind of stuff sends me. So I don't talk about it a lot. I don't think about it a lot. I put it on the shelf. I think that's how I cope. And I think a lot of us right now are just coping, right? I sometimes miss the simplicity of that guy, right? That guy there. That's me at 3. That's when the world was my oyster. Yeah. I didn't know boundaries. I didn't know limitation. I lived in joy. And I know I had a lot of joy. I had a mom who really loved me. And this year's been tough because I lost my mom this year. And anybody who is going through grief, it can be where it knocks you to your feet, right? So I can't even imagine what it's like for these people who've lost their pets in these fires, right? It's got to be brutal. Absolutely brutal. The renderings that I'm making today are old renderings that I began this journey with. And what I mean by that is there are things that I made 7 months ago. And a lot of them didn't turn out because the generators just weren't very good. Where now, it's almost like you can take a scrap piece of wood of something that you had before and make this masterpiece from it. That's how powerful the technology is. It's unbelievable. This is an instrumental that I made yesterday. It's called Sweet Dreams, My Love. Hope you enjoy it. So I'm in the process of making about 2 hours of that kind of thing. Stuff that you can study to, stuff that you can meditate to, stuff that you can dream, read a book, just chill. After a hard day and listening to a couple of that. And there are people on YouTube that have been doing that for years. Just making, some of them are musicians, others are doing it through generators, right? Like Suno. The truth is, the companies like Universal, Sony, right? They have access to technologies we don't have. And they have been making AI music, I'd say, for about 5 years. So some of the stuff that we're hearing now is literally their tossaways. And of course, through the generators making things better, like that's what they do. They elevate their game. Like I can't believe how beautiful some of the music is. In fact, it's almost so perfect with that when you hear real musicians, they make mistakes. It isn't perfect. Because I was listening to someone the other day, Steve Strongman, who was an amazing guitar player, but I was noticing he didn't have the accuracy that you get through the generators. I don't think anybody could. I don't think it's humanly possible. That was the one thing about Joe Bonamassa. I think the first time I heard him was he sounded like a machine. He was so perfect. And in some ways, he made it look easy. So what I'm working on right now, and I do this every day. Here, I'm just going to show you. Screen share. And I got to go to X Pro, I think. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's over here. I always forget this. I got to click it. There we go. Okay. So to the left hand of the screen here, I'm just I'm working on a shout out, just so as we talk to each other, I can go through here. So we got Donika here, good old Donika. She's a very kind soul. I'm hoping to get her on the show soon. For some reason we're just not connecting, or maybe she's not in the mood, and I get that. Sometimes I have to step away. And that's okay. It's okay to step away from social media sometimes. It's not healthy. It isn't. Too much of it is not good. I don't know if you notice, I try to do no more than a couple hours a day, period. I notice people on here, and they're on here for like 7, 8, 9 hours in Twitter Spaces. I see people on TikTok in the morning, in the afternoon, late at night, making cooking dishes, talking to their friends. So maybe that's healthy for them. Maybe that's better than being alone and being lonely. I don't know. I think in everything you have to have balance. It's like if you work too much, that's not healthy. If you work 10, 12 hours a day every day for 30 years, that's not a life. So you've got to find balance. I think you have to find where the warm, dry fed is. I think you also have to keep close to people that you love, right? The people who mean something to you. So do I have nonsense on here? No, I don't. I love Ron Noble. I have not seen him. I swear he has stepped away. And you'll see a lot of people do that for a period. I've done it myself. I've had times where I wasn't on social media except for maybe a couple minutes each day, and I was talking little quotes with my dog. I did that almost for a year while I was healing. I think I had the, what do they call that? The dark night of the soul. You also have to be able to switch things up. You can't keep doing the same thing and getting the same results. It's crazy. It won't happen. You're going to peak at it. So we got the real Ted Hicks here. Let's see, maybe do one more. We'll go V. Oh, I love this guy, Marcel. He's such a good guy. Great content. I've been following him not very long, maybe 4 years. Um, I was doing some work for a company and I needed to discover all the tech giants. And a lot of them now, we connect every day. It's beautiful. There's a handful of them, maybe like 30 people that I have developed a relationship with. And I know they watch my content and I devour theirs and it's good. So Shout MGB is my other channel on Twitter. We have it there. And let's see if I can find something to put in it. Media. Here it comes. So funny, it would not let me. Oh, this is cool. Let's put that one there. All right. So I'm going to post this. There we go. We got that one done. And that's what I do. I usually do it on my phone though. It's definitely more painful on the computer, but it can be done on the computer. And I just do shout outs every day of the people that I love their content. And then they in return will retweet it or like it. And it just keeps those energies flowing, right? I just don't have the time or the energy to be spending 3, 4, or 5 hours on TikTok or Twitter Spaces. I can't do it. I'll do it occasionally. I go through periods. I try to do work and listen in the background. Then at least I feel productive. Oh my God, look at this Good Vibes one. It's just flying. What is that one? That's too fast. Look at that. It's just can't even keep up. Okay, I think it caught up. All right. Word of the day. I like that. Oh, Lord. What is that? Is that to get rid of the fire? That's puzzling. Can you use lasers to get rid of the fire? Because I know you can use lasers to start the fire. That looks like a laser to me. I'm going to have to look at that. Okay, I'm going to bookmark that and have a look. All right, let's see here. And there's Danny. Thank you, Danny. I like this. 2 things define you: your patience when you have nothing, your attitude when you have everything. Yeah, I think it's easy to be a pompous ass when you have everything, right? Let's put this up here. There we go. I don't really have time for another track, so I think I'll just do a few quotes and we'll call it a day. Here we go. Making yourself happy again is the biggest comeback. I love that. That is so true. And I hope you're taking steps to find your happiness. This one's good too. I think we read it either today or yesterday. This is one you should read multiple times a day if you can. All right, here we go. Life is too short to worry about stupid things. Have fun, regret nothing, and don't let people bring you down. Well, I guess it depends on the level of your stupidity, right? Chargers have nothing to be ashamed of. They did really well this year. I am fully impressed with the limited weapons they had. And they will do insanely well next year. They really, really will, because they'll find more pieces and they'll gel more. It was weird because this year the Texans, I felt like, had a rough time. They weren't the same team as they were before. They just weren't. I almost am getting too much light. Let's go over here. There. Yeah, see? That's a little better, right? I almost need the curtains closed, right? Okay. let's do one more and we'll call it a day. I like this. This one's funny. I like this. I may be old, but I got to see the world before it went to shit. That is good. This one's good too. And we have just enough time for this one. Okay, we'll put it up. So as you can see in 2021, 3 and 13, 2022, 9 and 8, 2023, 12 and 5, and 24, 15 and 2. Phenomenal. God bless.